What's up, guys? It's Flex Friday. This is Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we're excited about this slate. We've got the NBA slate for March 22nd, 8 games, and there's some games that we're excited to get into in particular. Even just as far as like watching alone, like I don't even know if we have any plays from this for today's show, but the Pacers Warriors should be an exciting game to get into. Cavs Timberwolves. I mean, obviously, Celtics Pistons is probably going to be a blowout, but there might be some value to be had there. You know, the Celtics tend to leave their starters in longer than most teams, and I wish more coaches would do that. There's probably something to do with why the Celtics look so good as they're playing all those extra minutes. But yeah, guys, we have 4 plays for you, we're trying to cash big today. Coming off of a sweep, it's been a minute. We hope you guys had those locked in. We got the 4-man sweep yesterday, and I'm thinking it's just a sign of what's coming for us this weekend. So we're trying to keep it rolling here. These are the plays we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be taking Chet Holmgren over 1.5 dunks and Santi Aldama over 33 fantasy score. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going with Rui Hachimura over 11 first half PRA and Lou Dort for over 2.5 first quarter points.
All right. Cool, guys. Well, before we break down these plays, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. So if you deposit the full 100, you're going to get your 100 plus another 100 in bonus cash to play. So you have 200 total. Just throw that code in. And guys, we're coming off of a sweep. Just do us a favor and like the video. Y'all are slacking again. And
tired of telling you guys, okay? Come on now.
Like, you keep tuning in, but you can't press a button. But no, we appreciate all the support, guys. Those of you who continue to support us, we're working our way to 11,000 subs. And we're just trying to, continue to build a little base here coming into this next year, because we have a lot of content we're going to be expanding into. We're going to be covering fantasy football. We're going to be covering Dynasty. So it's going to be a different format than just the prop picks. But we're excited to have somewhat of a base with our channel to keep expanding on. So thank you so much for those of you who continue to support us. We really appreciate it. All right, let's talk about this sweep we hit yesterday. So I had taken Grayson Allen over, I believe it was at 25 fantasy score when I took it.
Yeah, it was.
He got bumped down. Because I took him a bunch. This happens sometimes, they bumped him down to 24, an hour before the game. And, some people take that as a red flag. They're like, what does that mean? Should I have not taken this? And I'm like, I just jumped on a lot more of it. So I grabbed a lot more at 24 as well, but he ended up going for 31.6. He had a slow start with scoring. Unfortunately, if you took his 3-point prop, we took his threes on the underdog video because they didn't have fantasy score or anything like that. But he only went for 3 threes instead of 4. They were guarding him pretty good. I believe Hunter was on him most of the night. But he ended up getting loose, and that dude is just shooting so good right now. But he ended up going for 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 block shots, and a steal. So that's why we love that fantasy score. That's why he's a great person to, I can't believe they're giving us his fantasy score at 24 and 25 when he's that good of a defender. He got us 9 points on blocks and steals alone. So that's why we always look for guys who are good defensively for fantasy score. And then Clint Capella, he ended up cashing this for us, had a little bit of a scare again. He comes out, he plays great, he crushes it. He gets us 14 fantasy score in the first quarter. And then their coach just keeps running Nkonkwe out there. And he finally brought Clint back in because Clint got us up to 26 and we were just hovering there. And I was sitting here thinking everyone else is cashed. I told them, I warned them about I know Clint burned us last time, but thankfully he came back in with 4 minutes left and got it done for us. He had a good game, 10 rebounds, 13 points. That's why people before, when he didn't hit that, and I was seeing comments of Clint is garbage and stuff. Like, I'm realizing this is just something that you have to deal with in this community. But a lot of people that play, they don't watch the games, and they're like, oh, this dude's trash, that dude's trash. Like, no, he's not, dude. Like, that last game that Clint didn't cash, he played 20 minutes and he went for like 10 points, 9 rebounds, and a steal. It's like he got a lot done, and in this case he did too. He went for 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 block shots. So with that fantasy score, again, we got 6 points alone. So the 2 block shots are really the difference maker, because we took him at 29, he went for 34. So you take 6 off of 34. We wouldn't have cashed that without that defense that he put on display too. And, you know, it was a good matchup. When you're looking for fantasy score, I hate to say it, but targeting the Suns as an opponent is great because they turn the ball over so much. That's just free points for our guys. But anyways, got the sweep there. Excited. Let's talk about your plays, Jordy.
Yeah. So I took Michael Porter Jr. For over his first quarter points at 4.5. I'm telling you, this is a free square at the moment. Like, he's just on a heater in the first quarter right now. And as a whole, he's shooting really good right now. I took his Demon last night at 19.5 on Prize Picks, and he cashed that too. But yeah, he went for 8 points in the first quarter. I was getting a little nervous because it was getting towards the time where he usually gets sat, but then he got fouled, and it was a late call. Like, he went up for the shot, and they were already running back down the court, and the ref called a foul. I was like, holy crap. But he didn't need that to cash, but it was nice to get the confirmed points just in case. But yeah, he hit that pretty much no problem. And then Fred VanVleet, we took him for over 8.5 assists. I love this matchup. I knew it was going to be a big over-under game. That game was really crazy, and Fred played really good all around, but he had 12 assists in that game. So his assist at anything like 8 to 9.5, I feel comfortable taking, because he's going for like 10 assists a game right now because he has to. I mean, a lot of the people around him are not doing very well. One play to keep in mind too, I played it yesterday and I've been playing it a lot. Amen Thompson under 2.5 first quarter rebounds. If you ever see that play, take that too, because he's not come anywhere near that, and it's inflated because he had like 8 in one game. He had like 8 rebounds in the first quarter of one game. But yeah, that's all those 4 cash. That was a good night for us. So let's keep it rolling.
All right, man. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah. Flex Friday. A week ago today, we had a good Flex Friday, and I've been waiting for it all week. I'm looking forward to really going hard on this slate. So let's get into these plays. Before we break these down, which we feel good about these as well. Before we break these down, just want to tell you guys about Daily Grind. I know you guys hear it all the time, but it's because it's a good product, and we want to keep letting people know about the DFS Optimizer. We've partnered up with Daily Grind. We've been just enjoying working with them, and we've said it before, but we had companies approaching us when we first started this channel that were offering things and telling us how much money we would make and stuff, and we completely turned it down because they were basically building out contracts to where we would profit if you guys lost money on these different websites where you can do sports betting and gambling and stuff, and we just didn't even think twice about turning that down. And I'm not trying to pat ourselves on the back. I'm just letting you guys know that if it's not something that you guys can benefit from, we're not going to promote anything on this channel that isn't good for our viewers, because you guys are the reason we even have a channel. You guys have helped us grow this thing. And so, I'm not trying to force you to get this DFS Optimizer, but just know that when we're talking about Outlier and Daily Grind, it's stuff that we believe in, we use every day. And the DFS Optimizer is truly a game changer for us. They're giving all of our viewers 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. But yeah, the Optimizer, they have 4 different tools, and they keep evolving what they're doing over there with their tools. But the Optimizer in general is just something that I don't think I would want to go without. It's just our workhorse. Helps us find plays, also helps us confirm plays. But the best thing about it is it does all the work for you. It just puts all of the best plays, the most likely to hit plays, all in order for you, and then you can compare them to other odds makers. You can see if you're getting it at a discount or if you're paying up for it on the platform you're currently on versus other platforms. So it just brings it all into one place for you, makes it easy. If you guys want to check that out, go to dgfantasy.com, just use code BACKDOOR for 25% off, or go through the link in the description of the video. Cool. All right, let's get into these plays. So I'm going to start with Chet here. He just went off yesterday. I took his points demon, and he crushed that. I think he went for like 24 points. And I think it was just set at like 17 and a half, but we have a high scoring over under here, 230 over under. Thunder are supposed to dominate this game. This is the highest spread I've seen in a long time, 16 and a half. And I believe it because the Raptors are not in good shape right now. They just keep dealing with more and more injuries, but we just need 2 dunks from Chet. And with no Jakob Portal, I feel like he'll be able to get this done. If you look at the matchup on Outlier, specifically points to the center position, oh my God, I said he went for 24. He went for 35 in that last game. So if we look at points to the center position, they're 24th in points allowed, averaging 19.4 points per game to the center position. And if we take a look at the dunks here, he just had 5 dunks against Utah, which is not easy to get that done. Let's see, 7 out of his last 10 games, he's gone for at least 2 dunks. And this matchup with no Jakob, I think that he's going to get to this pretty early, and I think he'll get this done before it gets to a point where they're benching starters, which I think we could see in like the fourth quarter. I think this could get out of control. So if you're uncomfortable with this play, don't sweat it. But I think that he might cash this in the first half, in my opinion. He's averaging 30 minutes a game, only 1.2 fouls per game, not getting in foul trouble. Let's see, it says a little insight down here. It says Chet has exceeded 1.5 dunks in 6 of his last 7 games, averaging 2.3 dunks per game. So yeah, I think he should be able to get these 2 done, and I don't think they're really going to be able to stop him. So I'm feeling good about this. If you want to fade it, go for it. But yeah, we've got Scotty Barnes still out, RJ Barrett, Chris Boucher is also out, Jakob Portal, obviously. So they're in rough shape over there. But I think he's just going to be able to have his way in the paint. Daily Grind doesn't cover dunk props, so at least last I checked. I'll look at it real quick, just in case. But no, yeah, they don't have dunk props. So we'll just get right into the next play, and that is Santi Aldama. He went off yesterday as well. He had a really good game. This game against the Spurs should be it's like a reasonable matchup for both of these teams. And he should get plenty of minutes in this one. We have a 216.5 over under. Spurs favored by 6.5. And if we take a look at what he's been doing, he's hit this in his last 3 games. Let's see, the last time they played was early January, so he wasn't getting the minutes that he's getting now. Let's see, yeah, 28 minutes. Maybe he was. Let's see what he's been doing lately. Yeah, see, he's well up into the 30s, pushing the 40 minute mark right now because of injuries. And so yeah, over the last 5, averaging 33.7 minutes per game, 1.8 fouls, not getting in foul trouble, shooting 45% from the field, 12 attempts per game, and making about 2.2 3-pointers per game over this 5-game stretch. Not shooting good from the free throw line, 63%, but he is averaging 2 free throws per game. But I think that the big thing here, since we're taking his fantasy score, is he's going to get plenty of minutes. We've got Desmond Bane, game time decision. Brandon Clark still out. Luke Kennard out. Conchar, game time decision. They've just got a lot of injuries. They've dealt with this all year. So I feel good about him going over this. And let's take a look at the blocks and steals, because we love that for fantasy score. He's gone 5 straight games with at least 2 blocks or steals. And he's got back-to-back games here against tough matchups with 3. So he played against Sacramento. He got 2 steals and a block. He played against Golden State. He got 2 steals and a block. And let's see, that was on 38.8 minutes and 34 minutes. So he's getting a lot of minutes, like we had mentioned. But this alone is 9 points. If he can just get 3 again, that's 9 points right there. So at this line, I think we're getting it at 33. Yeah, that cuts it down quite a bit, especially since they've been relying on him to get some scoring done too. Yeah, his last game against Golden State goes for 27 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Game before that, 14, 9, and 2. So he's been getting it done because they've had to rely on him. He's actually a pretty good 3-point shooter. He's not too bad. Like I think we saw he was averaging like 2 per game. So I'm feeling good about this play. If we hop over here to Daily Grind, let's see, fantasy score. They do have this favor to go under, but it's just because Prize Picks has it inflated at 33. Everyone else has it at 32.3, 32.5. So they've got the odds to hit indicator at 51.88% odds to hit the under, but their Daily Grind odds are at a -107. So the Daily Grind odds are juicing it to hit the over. So I'm feeling good about it. I think just the situation with the injuries alone, he's going to need to get it done, but he's also a good defender and he can score the ball. So those are the two I'm going to be rolling with. I'll pass it over to you, Jordy, to talk about your plays now.
Yeah, man. So before I get into breaking down my plays, I just want to quickly tell you guys about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another one of our sponsors that we love a lot because it's another just prop betting platform, just like Prize Picks here. But you have a lot more freedom to do what you want on that app because you can set your own lines. So I could take, let's say, Josh Giddey PRA at 17.5. I can't use any of ours as an example because we have all these odd plays, but yeah, you could take like Josh Giddey's PRA at 17.5 and they'll give it to you at like a 1.6x multiplier to go over. I could bump that up to like 19.5 and get like a 2 to 3x multiplier on it, or I could bump it down to like 15, 16.5 and get like a 1x on it. So it's a lot of fun. You can get up to like 100x on your plays. You can bet as low as $1. I took a play last night or the night before and I did like four picks and I got up to like a 46x on 4 picks. So it was a lot of fun. I just missed barely by Kyrie's assist. So it's a lot of fun. You know, you have a lot of freedom to do what you want. If you use code BACKDOOR at checkout, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. They're iOS only right now, but I think their Android version is in the process of being approved on the Google Play Store. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you guys are on Android. And they don't have a desktop version yet, but hopefully soon. Yeah, so use code BACKDOOR. There's a link in the description, and they'll give you a first deposit match up to $100. So sweet. Let's get into my 2 plays here. So no DG on these ones because they're first half and first quarter plays, but I feel great about these. Rui Hachimura over 11 first half PRA. You know, he's been killing this. He's done this 14 out of 20 times. He's done it 5 out of his last 5 and 8 out of his last 10. He's just been on a heater. He's been playing a lot better for them. It's a great matchup for him against Philly. 18th in points allowed, 29th in rebounds, and 19th in assists allowed. So he's got a great matchup here. I hope he can get this done for us. With the way he's playing right now and how involved he's been, I think he'll be just fine. They've been giving him about 16 and a half minutes per game in the first quarter or in the first half. So I like this play. I like this play a lot. He's been really solid for them. So not too much else to talk about. If you look at injuries here, LeBron and Anthony Davis are always questionable, so they'll play through that. But no Taurean Prince, no Jared Vanderbilt, no Gabe Vincent, no Christian Wood. So he's going to get the time. You know, there's not really anyone else to come in and steal much time from him. Obviously for the Sixers, still the same deal. Just Tobias Harris is questionable. No Embiid, no Melton. Yeah, so I feel really good about this one. There's no real odds on this one. There's just the Prize Picks odds at -119. They give you that flat line on everything. So I just feel really good about this play. I've been playing it quite a bit. His first quarter points look good to me too. At 3.5 if you guys like that, but it's a little bit more risky in my opinion. I just like the full PRA at the first half. So taking that one for sure. And then my next play here is Lou Dort for over 2.5 first quarter points. I play this play every time I can. He's been a wagon with this play. 16 out of his last 20 games, 9 out of his last 10, 4 out of his last 5. He's just been awesome. All he has to do is bang a 3, and that's what he's really good at. And he usually gets about 2-3 attempts in the first quarter. So I feel good about this play. He does. He's been getting more aggressive with his 2-point shooting though. So he does have that too. But honestly, we're just counting on him to hit a 3 here, really. But he's been doing it. So I feel great about this. He's hit it in all 3 head-to-heads. He had an 11-point first quarter against Toronto. But last time they played on February 4th, he went for 3 points. So I feel great about this play too. So yeah, those are my 2. Nothing really crazy to get into with these. They're just plain and simple. So
All right. Well, that's the 4 we have for you guys. Before we get out of here, I just want to remind you to come check out our Discord server. We've been cashing pretty good as a community lately, and we get into all different types of sports with like esports and soccer, NHL. Like we'll be getting into baseball here soon. I know some guys are getting into college basketball. But if you guys want to come check this out, there's a link in the description of the video. It's about 50 cents a day. We have a really great community over here. We have a lot of fun. And one of my favorite aspects of it is just the community chat. We all get in here during the games and it's just a fun hang. Everyone talking about the games and whatnot. And I'm over here tilting while everyone is just banning people who miss their lines here and there. But we have a lot of fun, guys. So if you want to check that out, just go through that link in the description of the video and then go up to server subscriptions. And once you subscribe, it'll unlock all the channels for you. If you do join, make sure you hop into community chat. Let us know you're new and we will show you how everything works, point you in the right direction. But that's going to do it for us, guys. We hope you have a great Flex Friday. Good luck on your protected plays, and we will catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.